In the dead of night, deep within the sterile confines of a government archive, a seal is broken. A file, long buried under decades of official silence, is finally brought into the light. Stamped across its cover, 2 words that promise revelation: Declassified 2026, 4 years. This was just another folder among millions, a whisper in the echoing halls of power. But tonight, its story begins. What secrets has it held? What truths have been locked away, waiting for this exact moment to emerge from the shadows? For the public, the official narrative has always been one of calm reassurance. At press conferences, spokespeople have consistently offered explanations that, while plausible, often felt incomplete. They spoke of weather balloons, atmospheric anomalies, or equipment malfunctions. The questions from the press were polite, the answers were practiced, and the story would fade from the headlines. This carefully managed discourse created a buffer between what was known and what was told, maintaining a delicate and perhaps necessary public order. But behind the podiums and prepared statements, a different reality was taking shape, one documented not in press releases, but in classified reports. The night of the incident was like any other in this quiet, rural corner of the country. The moon cast a pale light over rolling hills and fields. The only sound was the gentle rustle of wind through the grass. Then something appeared, a single point of light, moving with a purpose that defied conventional explanation. It wasn't a plane, not a helicopter, not a satellite. It traversed the sky with a silent, deliberate grace, performing maneuvers that seemed to bend the known laws of physics. There were no flashing lights, no engine roar, just a profound and unsettling silence as it moved through the darkness, an enigma against the backdrop of stars. Those who saw it with their own eyes tell a consistent story. They aren't prone to fantasy or exaggeration. These are ordinary people, farmers, teachers, local officials who found themselves witness to something extraordinary. In quiet interviews, years later, their accounts remain unshaken. They speak with a calm certainty, their memories still vivid. They recall the strange stillness in the air, the way the light moved without a sound. They've kept faded photographs and handwritten notes, personal records of a night that changed their perception of the world. For them, it was never a question of belief. It was a matter of fact. What they saw was real, okay? And they weren't the only ones who saw it. Miles away, in the dim glow of a radar control room, operators watched their screens in disbelief. A contact, unidentified and moving at impossible speeds, was being tracked. It appeared, disappeared, and reappeared, confounding their systems and their training. This wasn't a glitch or a phantom signal. The data was clean, the returns were solid. It was a tangible object, tracked by the most sophisticated technology available. Yet, it behaved like nothing in their manuals. The electronic signatures confirmed what the eyewitnesses saw. Something was in our airspace, and it was not one of ours. Now, with the declassification, we can see the raw data for ourselves. The pages are filled with technical jargon, flight path analyses, and spectrographic readings. Heavy, black lines of redaction still hide sensitive details, but what remains is staggering. We see official letterheads, signatures of high-ranking officials, and urgent timestamps. These documents paint a picture of an event that was taken with the utmost seriousness behind closed doors. They are the cold, hard proof that the public story was only a fraction of the truth. This was no weather phenomenon. It was an object of unknown origin, and the government knew it. This incident, it turns out, is not entirely unique. Similar phenomena have been documented by credible sources around the globe for decades. Air traffic controllers, naval officers, and pilots have reported encounters with objects displaying the same impossible characteristics. From the open ocean to desolate deserts, the reports pour in, often accompanied by radar data or fleeting visual evidence. Each event is a single data point, but when viewed together, they form a compelling pattern that is difficult to ignore, a global mystery playing out in our skies. As the news of the declassification breaks, it filters into the living rooms of ordinary people. Families watch the broadcasts, their expressions, a mixture of curiosity, skepticism, and wonder. For generations, this topic was relegated to the fringes, a subject of ridicule and speculation. Now, it's being discussed on mainstream news, presented not as science fiction, but as a matter of national security and scientific inquiry. The conversation is changing, moving from if to what. What are these objects? Where do they come from? And what is their intent? In labs and research offices, experts are poring over the newly released data. Scientists, engineers, and analysts are applying rigorous scrutiny to the footage, radar logs, and witness testimony. They aren't looking for proof of little green men. They are looking for answers that fit within the laws of science. They are charting trajectories, calculating energy outputs, and modeling flight dynamics. The goal is not to jump to conclusions, but to methodically strip away what is known to better understand what remains unknown. It's a sober, scientific pursuit of an extraordinary mystery. It's a new day dawns over the same landscape where it all began. The world seems different. The light of the sun slowly pushes back the darkness, revealing a familiar terrain now imbued with a new sense of mystery and scale. The files have been opened, and a long-held silence has been broken. But with every answer comes a new set of questions. We have taken one small step out of the dark, but the horizon of our understanding is still far in the distance. The search for truth continues. Thanks for watching.